Our next guest, for her, once was not enough. She repeatedly gives solid performances in projects like Willa, The Last Convertible, and Nightmare in Bantam County. Deborah Raffin, who's in a new made-for-TV movie coming out called Running Out.
Running Out, yes.
What is that all about?
Well, first of all, it's with Tony Bill and an actress by the name of Ari Myers, who was just recently an author with Al Pacino. And it deals with a mother who abandoned her husband and her child and returns 12 years later to face her past. Cheerful little piece. But extremely, I think, very well done. I'm very pleased with it. I'm partial, but I'm very proud of it. I think the director, Robert Day, and Gerald Abrams, and everyone involved were cared enormously. And television, I think, has basically its share of, projects that are a waste of time and garbage, and I think that there are exceptions like Cheers and MASH and Hill Street Blues, and I think that this is an exception, one of those exceptions. And
are you a TV fan at all?
Oh, I like certain shows, like I said, like MASH, and I enjoy 60 Minutes and the particular news programs and so on. Yes, there's certain programs that I like, or Shogun when that was on, but it's unfortunate. A lot of the shows I think are truly, for me, not my cup of tea and a waste of time. But Running Out was a wonderful experience.
You have no children in real life?
No.
But in this film, you play a mother.
A mother of a 12-year-old child, yes. She was pregnant at age 16 and discovered when her baby was about 4 months old, her husband was having an affair, and emotionally just couldn't deal with having a baby at 16 years old and dealing with a husband who was having an affair, and had a nervous breakdown and abandoned both of them. And the story really takes place 12 years later when she returns, and it's a difficult piece, but a very delicate subject, but by no means do we condone what she did, nor does the character, but hopefully by the end of the piece one will have compassion or somewhat understanding for what she did, why she did what she did.
We have a clip. We always have a clip.
We always have a clip.
We always have a clip.
Like a preview.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
So we're going to take a look at that. Do you know exactly what scene we're looking at?
Well, it's with Tony Bill, and it's the first time that we've confronted one another after 12 years, and he's obviously has a great deal of frustration and anger towards me, and this is the same.
Okay, here it is. Deborah Raffin and Tony Bill in a little bit from Running Out. Yeah, you play a character that does not see your daughter at all, or your husband for 12 years.
That's correct.
So that's got to be a pretty...
I went to your house just...
Boy, I didn't know he was going to hit you. Oh, that wasn't for real. How do they do this on TV? Does that hurt when they do that?
Well, fortunately we missed, so it didn't hurt too much.
Oh, it's a one-take deal.
One take. We got it right on the first take.
Yeah, you play a character that does not see your daughter at all, or your husband for 12 years.
That's correct.
So that's got to be a pretty heavy piece of work to get into.
It definitely was. It was difficult for me to relate to, in the sense of initially, because I had no frame of reference, not having a child, and certainly if I had a child, I find it very difficult, the idea that I would abandon her. But it was made, my job was really made easier because of working with the people I was working with. It's half the battle. If you're supposed to be desiring to be with an individual and loving another individual, it's easier if you really do have a rapport with the individual you're working with. And the child that I worked with, Ari Myers, is wonderful. She's just one of those truly very special actresses, a natural actress, and just a joy to work with.
Running Out will air
tomorrow night
but
on CBS.
If you're watching this on Superstation this afternoon, it's tonight, but it's the 26th of January.
Correct.
On CBS.
Correct.
A General Electric special.
Yes.
Now, you took off from your career a few years back for a little while, after doing a couple things, and then you just took off. Why?
Well, my career snowballed too quickly for me. I went from 40 Carats to The Dove to Once It's Not Enough, and after that I essentially the type of roles I was being offered were rather insipid, boring roles, and I had a lot to learn as an actress too. And I decided just to take a different direction and work towards longevity in regard to my career instead of short-term success. And I accepted roles and projects because in some ways they were going to be stepping stones in building me as an actress, not because they were necessarily career moves. And it was risky because so much of this business is luck and timing, and I was very lucky at that time, and my career was snowballing, and it was a risk to take another direction. And but it paid off, and I'm happy I did, because I was offered roles, The Haywire, Last Convertible, or Running Out, now that I probably would have never been offered at that time.
Your career began as a model.
Well,
right?
It's funny. About 10 years ago, when I first started with my first film, 40 Carats, I was in college, living with my parents, and essentially the publicity department really didn't have a great deal to put in my bio, so they decided they were going to exaggerate what career I had, which was I was modeling while I was going to college in California. So it's been slightly exaggerated over the years, but yes, I did some when I was going to college.
Yeah, they always got, you always pick up somebody's bio and know what
yes,
they've
it's
done.
always a little bit of exaggeration.
Somebody wants to send out a
bios.
half a paragraph. They give you all these hobbies that you've never done.
Never done.
All these things. I just found out during the break, we found out that Glenn is the winner of a LA film. What is
You scared me.
No. Oh, I woke her up over there.
Something.
No,
Yeah.
the LA Film Critics Award.
Yeah, last night.
Congratulations for
Thank
your
you.
role in
GARP.
GARP.
Yeah, there was a
And-
beautiful, wonderful ceremony last night, and John
Terrific.
Lithgow won one too.
Oh, the
For
guy
Roberta.
that played Roberta.
Yes.
And well, the reason why I want to make sure we mention that, to congratulate you, number one, and secondly, to tell you that Deborah is the owner of a Golden Horse Award.
But you never heard of that.
in China, that's big doings. What is a Golden Horse Award?
Well, it's the Asian equivalent of Oscar or Emmy award here. And yes, I won one for a film called Touched by Love.
Is it true that you didn't even know that the film was a hit over there?
Well, there was a film that I did called Nightmare in Bantam County that I had no idea was really released in the Republic of China until I was touring there as a tourist last year and discovered that people were recognizing me. Initially, I thought it was because I was looked like an alien being in Western clothes and so on, and I discovered later it was because they had seen a film of mine, and it was an enormous success. And it was quite a shock. I mean...
That's got to be a strange feeling, especially if you don't... if you go over there knowing
yes,
that you're
I'd always sort of
big
hoped for
star.
popularity in L.A. or New York. I never imagined China. But it was, it's nice because now I'm going back this weekend, actually. I'm leaving to go back to promote Touched by Love, which is now opening in China because of the success of the first one. Touched by Love is being released
Great.
there, so I'm excited.
Well, thanks for being with us. I know you both got to run off to other things. Glenn, thank you. Congratulations on the Film Critics Award. Congratulations on the Golden Horse. I hope you get many, many more. John Lithgow, by the way, we found out will be with us on Friday. Yeah.
Give him my love.
I certainly will. I don't know, is he going to come dressed normally, I guess, without his woman's stuff on? Sandy Kenyon will be here next.